I'll drop Robert off at school and then take Victoria on to the Glovers. Nappies, bottles, juice, wipes. Victoria's got more stuff than I have.
What time will you be back?
2-ish, I expect. Depends how work goes.
I thought you were only supposed to work mornings.
Well, if I'm halfway through a job, I don't clock watch any more than you do, Jack. Come on, Robert, it's time we were off.
Will you be there when I come out from school?
Yeah, of course I will. I'll be back in plenty of time for you and for Victoria.
Has your professor got any family?
What?
You know, your employer. Has he got any children?
Well, I don't know. What do you want to know for, anyway?
Well, I've just taken an interest. Wondered if he had a working wife, too.
Of course he does. You're not the only one that has to suffer. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Have you finished with this? I've got to get to school.
At this rate, I shall lose half a stone by the end of term.
Take your time.
No, I didn't say I wanted it. No, I've finished.
You should say what you mean, shouldn't you? You might get yourself into less trouble all round that way.
Oh, come on. Can't we let bygones be bygones?
Fat chance of that one, everybody knows. You made us the talk of this village.
Jessica, don't talk to your father like that.
Aren't there enough people out there trying to cause mischief without you starting as well?
Yes, but it wasn't us that caused the mischief in the first place, was it?
No, Jessica, and it wasn't me. This whole nonsense was concocted in Kathy Tate's overheated imagination.
Yes, well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Jessica!
You might be able to forgive and forget, but I can't. I mean, how do you think it feels having people say your father's a dirty old man?
That's not fair.
Jessica, will you come back here, please?
Bernard, don't.
No, but she shouldn't be allowed to get away with that.
Why not? It's true, isn't it?
Now, don't you start.
No, you think it's so good, trying to tell everyone else what to do when you should be sorting your own lives out.
That's what we're trying to do.
And you shouldn't mess around with people's feelings.
I didn't.
Then you make things worse.
Well, what was all that about?
I wish I knew.
Oh, you're up.
Wanted a cup of tea. Came to see if there was any shopping you needed doing.
I don't know.
Kathy, you've got to eat. You can't just neglect yourself.
I'm not.
You made a mistake, that's all. Anybody can make a mistake. McAllisters understand.
How do you know?
I went to see them.
Why?
I didn't think you were up to it and somebody had to. They know it was all a misunderstanding.
You shouldn't have gone.
I was trying to help.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
Oh, it wasn't
Laughing
like
at
that.
me.
Kathy.
God, my own mother going behind my back.
Well, thanks. Thought you were off the coffee.
Herb tea.
Oh, rather you than me. You'll be eating coal next.
Oh, that's just an old wives' tale.
I still can't believe we're having a baby.
You would do if it was you that was throwing up all the time.
I wish we could get married before the baby comes.
Well, I rather think that depends on Kathy. Do you think she'd cooperate?
Who knows what Kathy thinks, especially after all that business with the doctor.
Oh, did I tell you? Mrs. Bates had been in to see him. She's not a patient, so I reckon it must have been about Kathy.
Fighting for her daughter.
I don't think she put up much of a fight. She looked pretty subdued when she left. Anyway, let's not worry about that. It's you and me now, not you and Kathy.
There's only one snag to that.
What?
Kathy and I are still married. I don't think she'll be too happy about letting me get out of that.
You're supposed to be on my side.
I am.
But it doesn't look like it.
I was trying to help.
Well, it hasn't.
It's hard being rejected, isn't it?
I really did believe Bernard loved me.
I know.
He was so kind. I just needed someone to be kind. God, I feel so embarrassed.
People forget, love. They do. They've got their own lives to get on with.
Think of the things I said.
Give it time. People round here have known you a long time, and they know you're all right.
Makes it worse, doesn't it? Everyone knowing me. Can't work at the wool pack, can't go to the stables.
You can't shut yourself away, love.
Well, I wish I could.
Like that.
Uh-huh. Now, to get out of it, press cancel.
Oh, it's really easy.
What did I tell you? This is state of the art. It'll save you a lot of time once you get the hang of it.
Technology's really moved on since I last had a job. For Jack, state-of-the-art is new tyres on the tractor.
I can't imagine you as a farmer's wife.
Well, let's say I went for the man and not the job.
And here, it's the other way around, huh?
No, that's right. I mean, I do like working for you too, of course.
I'm not the mad professor you feared then.
Of course not. It says here there's an indexing facility.
Yeah, that's right. The package is tailored for eggheads like me.
If I cracked it, I could index all your references alphabetically and by subject as we went along.
That'd be a big help.
Could I take this home and go through it in my own time?
I don't want to take advantage of you.
Don't worry, I'll enjoy it. I feel like a round peg in a round hole here. This is just the right job for me.
Hard work, this.
Always was. Still, best way of keeping sheep where they should be.
That's what my dad always said. Time for a flask, I think.
Oh, best thing you've said all morning.
How's your Jan getting on looking after our Victoria?
How's she getting on? She's loving it. Just waits for her to wake up so she can give her a cuddle.
I hope she's letting Victoria get her sleep.
What, are you joking? Jan's good with babies. When you're looking after yours, don't start putting ideas into her head.
What, you and her having another go?
Yeah, I've had enough of nappies and teething rings. Is that what got Sarah down?
Sarah loves Victoria.
I know she does. Only she's different from us, isn't she?
How do you mean?
Oh, she wasn't brought up on a farm, was she? So I suppose she expects a bit more out of life. How's she getting on with this new job of hers?
Oh, fine, from what I hear. We certainly hear plenty.
Aye.
Yeah, about the job, about the bloke she works for, Professor McKinnon. Only he's already Andrew as far as Sarah's concerned.
I suppose with them working together. Don't worry. Novelty will soon wear off.
Will it?
Luke,
I've got to get to the science block.
the bell's not rung yet. You know what I want to talk to you about, don't you?
Look, what goes on between you and Dad's your business.
What your father needs at the moment is the support of his family, not people storming out in a huff.
Talk to Jessica then, not me.
I will, don't worry, but at the moment I'm talking to you. I don't know what's got into you lately.
I've got to go.
I won't have any more of it, do you hear? The bottom line is politeness. Get off now.
Let me explain.
Too late.
Do you think you should?
Well, it's just the one. We're not busy. Anyway, what difference does it make now?
What do you mean now?
Well, this place won't be mine much longer. Not on paper, anyway. Eric Pollard's.
I know.
Yes, I have made a mess of things, haven't
Hi.
I? Hello, Nick. Oh, what can we do for you?
Oh, just half a pint and a sandwich, please. Ham, thanks.
I'll go make some fresh.
That's all right. I'll do it. Mustard?
Yeah, thanks.
You been up to see Kathy?
No, why should I?
She's not too good, Nick. She's convinced that everybody in the village is talking about her.
Oh, Mum, it'd be a 3-day wonder.
I know, but Kathy's got to face things. She can't shut herself away forever.
You can't blame her for wanting to.
How could Chris do this to her? He never would have got involved with Dr. McAllister if he hadn't been flaunting Rachel like he is.
Poor Kathy.
Go and see her, love. See if you can cheer her up.
Mrs. McAllister, can I have a word? There's a pastoral matter we need to discuss.
Now?
Well, it's pretty urgent. Let's go to my office, shall we?
Will this take long?
As long as it takes. At least it's not about a member of your family.
There's no reason why it should be.
We've got a new pupil from Overlea Comprehensive. Now, the fact is, she was too much for them to handle and they asked her to leave.
She sounds a bit of a problem.
Yes, well, the local authority think we can handle it.
I see.
She's bright but disruptive. Terrible home background. But I'm sure somebody of your experience can do something for her.
It's a bad time of year to be bringing somebody new into the group.
Yes, well, needs must, I'm afraid.
I'll do my best.
Thank you. Tina, this is Mrs. McAllister. Meet your new pupil, Tina Dingle.
sorry I'm late, Jan.
No problem.
Oh, come here. Has she been good?
Lovely. I'll have her as often as you like.
Well, I think 3 mornings a week will do for now. It's all Jack could cope with anyway.
Men like the home comforts, don't they?
Let's settle up. I've got it ready for you.
It's no hurry.
Jan, we've got to be businesslike about it. I earn money and use some of it to pay you. That way we both do all right.
Thanks. You would like to help me spend it, would you?
There's no need for that.
No, I mean it. I'm going to have some fun with this. Tomorrow night's my night off in the wool pile. Why don't we go into Hot and have the girls' night out? Oh, come on, it'd be fun.
Why not?
We can have a good natter and you can tell me all about that job and how you're getting on with that professor of yours.
Ooh.
Come in, Tina, and close the door. You can sit down if you like.
I won't bother. Won't be staying long, will I?
I didn't choose this any more than you did. And I'd like to think we could keep our private lives separate from school. From what the head was saying, it seems your GCSE grades were well above average.
I'm not thick, you know.
I'm glad to hear it. It would be a shame to waste a good brain.
Up to me, ain't it?
You're here, so I presume that means you want to learn. You can be sure I will do my very best to help you.
You?
Look, Tina, I know that outside school there are difficulties between us. But in here, you're a pupil and I'm a teacher, and I'd like to think we could keep it on that level.
Oh, I bet you would.
If we can't, it won't be through any lack of trying on my part. I've been doing this job for a good many years, and I think I know how to do it.
Do you?
I want you to do well here, and I want to help you. As far as I'm concerned, any differences between us will be outside school, and I'd like to think it's the same for you.
Yes, miss.
Thank you. Hi, Caroline.
Hello, Eric.
Been working, have you?
Yep.
Everything all right?
What do you think, Eric? It's awful what's happening to Alan.
Well, things will be all right for him soon when I become his partner.
How do you make that out?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? The job's been getting too much for him for a while now. And it's not doing him any good being so close to temptation every day.
That could be the chicken and the egg. Maybe if he felt more in control of things, he wouldn't need to drink so much.
Well, it's gone too far. He's lost his grip. He can't hang on there even if he wants to. He's up to here in debt.
How do you know?
I've seen his books. Not to mention bailing him out a few times in a big way.
Couldn't you help him now, instead of taking everything away from him?
Caroline, I would if I could.
Just in time. It's you. Don't suppose you want to see any of my family right now?
I wouldn't say that.
If Kathy won't speak to you, then I suppose somebody has to.
Kathy and I are over.
You can't throw away another human being just like that, Chris.
I didn't throw Kathy away, not without provocation. She made it pretty clear she didn't want me.
She stayed with you, she looked after you.
And that was it, wasn't it? She did her duty. There was no love, no affection. She's more like a nurse than a wife. How do you think it felt to be treated like that?
Don't you dare make excuses for something you've done.
I don't want to make excuses. I love Rachel. She loves me. We can have a baby.
So Kathy can just go jump as far as you're concerned, can she? Have you seen the state she's in? She won't come out of the house. She can't even get out of bed. That's all down to you.
You can't blame me for that. What about what happened between her and the doctor?
You humiliated her. She just needed some companionship.
That's still no reason to get involved with a married man.
She wasn't involved. Not in the way you mean.
Oh, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Look, Mum's been to see him. It was all a misunderstanding. Kathy just needed to think that somebody loved her.
Are you saying she made it all up?
I'm saying, whatever she's done, it's all your fault, Chris. I hope you're really pleased with yourself.
Yeah, that's right. I were expelled. Assaulting a member of staff. It were a crap place, anyway.
So what do you come here for?
Oh, they don't get rid of me that easy. Well, look who it is.
Hello, Tina.
Hello, Tina. Who do you think you are talking to me?
Look, I'm on my way home.
Home? To your murdering brother?
Don't say that.
Why not? It's true. Your brother killed my brother.
Look, he didn't do anything, so just leave me alone.
The Dingles, don't forget that sort of thing. Your brother's not going to get away with it.
Look, just leave me alone.
What's going on here? Leave her alone.
Who says?
I will not have bullying at this school.
Won't you?
Oh, that hurts. No, don't you dare.
Get off me!
You leave Jess alone.
Don't touch me!
Mrs. McAllister, what's going on here?
Nothing I can't handle.
Tina?
Jessica bumped into me, sir. Yeah, it was an accident.
It's all under control.
So long as it is.
Of course.
And you?
Of course. Of course.
Right, my darling, I'll have a pint of bitter for me and one for the lad.
Hey, I'm not a lad.
Well, I'm still a girl to my mama. Look at me.
And you still look like a girl.
I'll get a word.
Hello.
Hello, it's not your shift. What are you doing here?
I've not come to work. I've come to see you.
How's Kathy?
She's very down. She made a mistake about Dr. McAllister.
Well, I'm not surprised after all she's been through.
It'll soon be forgotten.
Wish I could persuade her of that.
Well, what do you want to see me about?
It's a bit private.
In the back?
In the back.
I wonder what all that was about.
Search me.
It's obvious, isn't it?
That smells good.
It's beef stew, your favourite. See, I told you me going to work wouldn't make any difference to your life.
Let's have a look at those hands.
I've washed them.
So I see. They're so clean, you could eat your tea with your fingers.
Don't you dare.
Me and Ned finished that wall today.
Yeah, good.
Gonna check the gates tomorrow, make sure we're all ship-shape and watertight.
Jan and me are having a night out tomorrow.
Didn't mention that before.
Well, we only decided today.
Oh, where are you going?
I don't know, out for a drink, I suppose.
Well, you must know where you're going.
Oh, we'll decide on the way.
Just don't seem to see very much of each other these days, do we? It should be you and me going for a drink.
Yeah, I know, but we'd have to get a babysitter. It's only one night, Jack.
Yeah, I know.
One night out, 6 nights in. It's not that bad going, is it?
No, of course not.
Jack, we're married, not joined at the hip.
Here we are.
Now, you could always add something stronger, you know.
No, thanks. This is by way of being a business meeting.
Oh.
If you don't mind, you can always tell me to keep my nose out.
What's this about, Caroline?
I saw Eric earlier, and I didn't like what I heard about him taking over here.
Oh, well, I'm in debt over my head. I've got no option.
How much debt?
I don't know, thousands.
There might be other ways of paying it back. Have you tried asking for a bank loan?
Well, I did think of that, but then how am I going to pay them back? There's no point in getting even deeper into debt.
This is terrible, Alan. You can't just give this place up.
Well, at least I won't have to look at another account book.
Would it help if I went through your books?
There's no reason why you should.
Well, I used to when I was your secretary. If I did, at least you'd know for yourself where you're up to, instead of taking Eric's word for it.
Hi. I brought you these.
Thanks.
Well, shouldn't you put them in water or something?
Yes. Yes, I will.
I've never seen you like this before, Kathy.
I've made a mess of everything, haven't I?
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Sit down.
Just don't know what to do. I can't face work, I can't face the village. I just want to go away somewhere and never come back. There's nothing for me here.
Yes, there is. There's Mum, me, Alice.
No, Alice is your baby, not mine. Even Rachel's got a baby.
No, she hasn't, not yet.
I would have liked to have had a baby.
Kathy.
What have I got? No husband, no family.
What can I do to help?
What am I going to do?
How's it going?
Getting there.
It could be a long job.
I'm afraid I let them get in a terrible mess, didn't I?
Yeah, then you were afraid to look at them, so they got in a worse mess.
Well, Eric Pollard helped, thank goodness. He went through them for me.
Didn't make a very good job of it then. There's lots of discrepancies.
Do you mean I'm in a worse mess than I thought?
Too early to tell. But certainly the figures you've been given don't add up.
Oh.
Give me a couple more days. I'll have a clearer picture.
That's it?
Yeah, time for bed. I quite fancy an early night.
I was sorry it's such hard work.
Oh, don't worry, I don't mind. Maybe we should think about getting some of those mod cons back off Kathy.
It's too late. She sent the chairlift back, so I'm not sure now's the right time to do that. From what Nick says, she seems to be in a bad way.
Oh, you seen Nick?
Yeah, I think he was trying to make me feel guilty.
Well, don't let him.
Apparently she doesn't go out. She just sits in Mill Cottage on her own.
It's none of your business anymore, Chris. Forget it.
She's my wife.
But it's over between the two of you, isn't it?
You know it is.
You owe her nothing. Not after the way she's treated you.
Nick was really worried.
Kathy's got a mum. And she's got Nick. And I dare say half the village will be on her side after those two have finished ripping my character apart. She'll be fine. She doesn't need you. You've got to start thinking about us now. Us and our baby. That's where your future lies.
Maybe you're right.
Forget about Kathy. Promise me?
Of course.
Come on. Yes. Usual, please, Alan. Just dropped in to say I'll be around in the morning to sort out our little bit of business, okay? Yes. I'll have the papers. All you have to do is just sign on the dotted line. I'll need the books.
Oh, well, Caroline's got them.
What's it got to do with her?
She knew I was worried about them. She's just trying to help.
I'm helping you? Why should anyone else poke their nose in?